Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another session of No Code Africa training. It's really good to have you guys here. Just a little moment. I'm going to try to post it on our community on WhatsApp to let everyone know that okay, we have started our class. So just a moment. Okay, all right, guys. Welcome to another session of No Code Africa training. It's really good to have you guys here. Kula Woli, welcome. Joy, welcome. Bami, welcome. All right, so I think I'm only seeing 4 people so far. So if at all you're here, please just drop a hi from me. Okay, Excel, welcome. Just say hi, and I will greet you back. It will allow me to know the number of persons that are here, right? So it's really good to have you guys here. So today's tutorial is going to be very comprehensive. Like it's going to be intense, beginner friendly, but super important for you because I will cover a lot of things, right? I will also refresh your mind with regards to the things that you might have already forgotten. We will move at some kind of speed. Don't forget the CSS paper extension today. Okay, so I don't think I will. We're not going to be working on Fiverr. Oh, CSS paper. True. Bami had sent me something like that. Let me try to get it quickly. In case I want to use it to get the colors. Sure. All right, let me see. Okay, I have just added it to my extension. Okay. It says an error as a code. Reload. It has refused to get added to my. It's telling me errors. Okay, so I don't know what's making it like that, but it has refused to get added to my Chrome. Okay, so I will do that again later. All right, so Bami doesn't work, so I will try to check it out again later. All right, guys. Emeka, welcome. Bethan, welcome. So the people that are going to join a little bit much later, right? I think they will just they might have to rewatch the video later. Yeah. So, but we will start immediately. Okay. So, Peter, welcome. Good to have you guys here. So, it's already 5 minutes past 2, and we're starting right now. Okay. So, I'm sharing my screen. And we're here. All right, guys. So today's lesson is going to be about how to use FlutterFlow to build a website. That's a web application, of course, without writing codes. And we will be building some form of e-commerce platform, something like this. Yeah, something like this. We won't go into so much of details and all of that, but we will be building something like this, like really quickly. And then another thing that we will do is I really want us to implement the payment part. I just want to show you some form of trick you could use in getting access to your, like in implementing a payment gateway in your application. You know that in FlutterFlow, right? Basically, what you can use in FlutterFlow is stripes. So let me show you something. If you go down the page, you will see where is it? I think features. I think it should be under features. Under integrations. Yeah. So where is it? I haven't seen it. Okay, is it under pricing? Not under pricing. Then it's supposed to be on the very first page. Okay, so integration. Maybe I must have scrolled past it. Integrations. Wow, maybe they're updating their homepage frequently because I used to see integrations here. All right, so basically, with FlutterFlow, right, you can integrate Stripes as your payment gateway directly, and it will work seamlessly. But now I know that most persons here on this class are Africans, right? And Stripe doesn't really work so well in Africa, especially Nigeria and other African countries, right? So I will be showing you how to go about integrating a payment gateway for your application. It's a manual way, manual process, but it still works. Okay, it still works, and it's something that you can use. I think in the future of our classes, I will show you how to possibly integrate the APIs. So I'm going to first of all just show you a manual way of doing it. Then later on, not in this class, maybe in the future classes, I will show you how to actually use, let's say, a particular payment gateway's API directly into your FlutterFlow project. So guys, let's start all over. Okay, so here is FlutterFlow. I'm just going to go ahead and then sign in because I already have an account. If you don't have an account, click here to start for free. All right, and so quickly I'll click here to sign in. And there are two things that we're going to do for the new guys. First of all, for us to build a web application using FlutterFlow, we have to first of all create a project here on FlutterFlow. So how do you create a project here on FlutterFlow? You come here, click on create new, give your project a name. Let's call it ecommerce. Right, so ecommerce, and after that you click on create blank and wait for a couple of seconds. This pops up, then you click on next step. And in the next step, you're expected to provide the Firebase project ID. What's Firebase? So basically, Firebase is like the database for your project. All right. So there's a direct communication between Firebase and FlutterFlow, and it allows you to be able to like store data in Firebase, and then of course have it show itself in your project. All right. So unlike other no-code platforms where you have to like maybe store database inside the no-code platform. All right, Firebase is quite FlutterFlow is quite different. It uses an external storage. Okay, although you can still do some basic things inside FlutterFlow as well. So let's go find get the Firebase project ID quickly and then set things up. So here you go. Let's see. Let's go to here and then quickly create I'm gonna go to console. This is Firebase, so you go to console.firebase.google.com. I'm believing you already have, like, you've signed in already into your Gmail, and then with that you have access to Firebase is a Google product. So I'll click here to add a project. So we first of all created a project on FlutterFlow. Now we're creating a project on Firebase. That's how it's done. Firebase is where you will save your, like, store different files that you will use in your application. Okay, so here I will just quickly write the name of the project. It doesn't have to be the same. So and then here is Google Analytics. You're supposed to turn it on if at all your project is going on live, but here is just a test project. There's no need to waste the resources. So I just had to turn it off, and then I'll click to create project. I'm going to try to be a little bit fast, but I will explain some things in detail. The reason is because we have a lot to cover in this particular class, so I will move at some incredible speed, but I will try to repeat different things as time permits. Okay. All right. So now we are trying to create the project in Firebase. We're done. We just click on continue. And at this point, what we just need to do is click on the settings icon here, and then click on project settings. And here you will be able to see your project ID. See it here, project ID. So you just copy this. All right. But before you leave this particular screen, I want you to click on the users and permissions, because if you don't add Firebase as an editor, it's not going to, you'll have an error in your FlutterFlow when you're trying to connect it. So that's just to avoid having that error. We will just add here Firebase at flutterflow.io, and then come here and then change it to editor, and then click on done and add member. All right, so like that, you don't have any issues at all. You have added this. Now you come back to your FlutterFlow project and then paste the project ID, the Firebase project ID, then click on connect, wait for a couple of seconds. You see this green tick, everything is good. Now you go ahead and then click on auto generate config files. So you click on this and then click on generate files, wait for a couple of seconds, and things will just begin to arrange itself. So basically what FlutterFlow is doing right now, it's making available some resources, some small files that your mobile application, your web application requires to run successfully. So it's very important that you don't skip that step at all. The next thing we need to do is click on here to enable authentication. So you click here to enable authentication, because in the project we are going to have users logging into the platform. All right, it's very important. And the next thing we need to do here is we need to go ahead and then turn on create user collection, because users will be able to do different things on the application. They'll be able to create things. By creating collection is like when they try to fill in a particular form and then they say submit or save, indirectly they are creating a collection. They're creating a particular document in a particular collection. So if you don't turn on this button, then you won't be able to allow them do exactly what you want them to do. So now for the entry page is the page that your user gets to see even before they log into your application. So what page do you want them to see? In this situation, we'll just click on this and we'll choose blank. All right, so we're using we just want to use blank here, so I'll call it landing page. So don't forget, guys, we're working on a web application, not a mobile application. So there's no need to pick a mobile application landing page or any of the templates here. So just click on create page. All right, and then we click on logged in page. This is a page that your user will see when they log in. So the same thing, we will click on create blank, and we will call this dashboard. All right, so that's like the idea. So click on this to create, and after that, click on start building. Now, when you start it all over like this, you will see that the original screen that presents itself before you looks like a mobile application, right? So the difference between a mobile application and a web application in FlutterFlow is simply the orientation of the screen. All right. So here is just a mobile screen, because if you can look up here, you will see that we have, this is the mobile view. If you click on it, you will see different mobile screens. And of course the orientation, this is like this is portrait, this is landscape, right? So if you come over here, this is for tablets. All right. And then this is now for the website. All right, so this is the one we're going to use. So we'll pick any of this, and I think here in this class we'll pick on this particular one. All right, so we'll use MacBook Pro 15 inches, right? So that's like what we're going to use quickly. So now we have a view, a desktop view. So you can click here, this particular button here on the top right hand corner. It says, when you hover on it, it says preview app. This is what you will use to preview your application. Now, so I'm previewing how it looks like. This is how it looks like. Okay, so it shows us this is the desktop view. This is how our website will look like. Of course, we're going to rework on this thing as we proceed. All right, guys, what are we going to do next? What we're going to do next is quite interesting, because I would like us to first of all look at what we're trying to build and have an idea of what we're going to do next. So here it is. We're trying to do something like this. Not exact replica, but we just build something around it. So What I really want us to achieve is not the entire page, because there are lots of details here. I don't want us to achieve this. I just want us to achieve, what do I want us to achieve? Hold on, guys. There's a part that I want us to achieve. All right, so I want us to achieve this particular part. You see here, we have these today's best deals for you. So we will have these on our site, and we will have it come out from the database. That's the beautiful thing. We want it to come out of the database. Okay. So so we will do this particular part, and then we will also do maybe just this introductory part of it. Okay, so we will, just to show you how to, of course we've already done this, just to show you how to do a couple of things here, right? And so what next, so I think this will be all. We do this, then okay, so guys, that's it. And this particular picture here is bits of pictures. We might not really put this here. I will just use maybe a particular color here and then put the text, right? Just that. I want us to just make like a complete project, and I really want us to achieve the things that I stated earlier, which is you're going to be able to create a project in FlutterFlow, create a project in Firebase, and be able to query your database, do a lot of other things, and then at the end of it all, we want to be able to add a payment gateway. So the class is supposed to be very long, and that's why you see me talk a little bit faster, because I want us to achieve this to the end. And of course, if you get lost at any point, you can always rewatch the video later on. All right. So, but just pay attention, have a first impression, which is always what I talk about. Okay. All right, so let's start with this particular first part. This is going to be a long row, and the color is green. I wish this CS Pepe had worked. I don't know why it doesn't want to work. It tells me download error. I just don't know why. So I think I'll just turn off this and try it again. The same thing, it just doesn't work. So I was supposed to use this to get the colors on the platform. So what we're gonna do right now is we will just try to use something else. We'll just use what we did yesterday to get some basic colors. We will try to be as fast as possible. Okay, so what do we do right now? Let's go ahead and implement this. I'll hit F12 on my keyboard. Yours might require you to use function F12, as the case may be, but I just wanted to be able to pop up this and then be able to click this arrow and then look at the colors there. So this color is 003D29. All right, that's fine. We will use it. So here I'll click on this and say 003D29. Okay, so that gives me the green color. Now now the thing is, this is an app bar. I don't want that to be an app bar. Let me just copy our color off here. Then I will take this off. I don't want it to be an app bar. Just take it off. Let's start from scratch totally. So which screen are we on right now? You need to click on the widget tree. Click on the widget tree here. You see the landing page, right? So this is a landing page. We're also going to have other screens like the login screen, and then the dashboard. Then we'll have just one more screen for the detail of the product, and I think then from there we should be done. Let's see how fast we can go with this, guys. Let's run. Okay, so now that we are here, what next are we going to do? We're just going to go ahead and then click on the column here. All right, we'll click on the column here, and quickly we are going to click on add a child to widget and add a row. So is it a row? It's not a row. Is it a row? It's not a row. So I think we should add a container first. Yeah, so we add a container. Okay, so this is our container. Our container inside is a big column, so that's fine. And what we need to do, guys, is I want this column to be scrollable. You know, if you check this out, the website is scrollable. So for you to be able to have your website scrollable, you need to select the very first column, which is the parent column, and change it from do not allow scrolling, which is this first one here where my mouse cursor is, and then switch it to this one that says allow scrolling. Okay, so we switch it to that. That's good. Then let's go ahead and click on our container, and then click on this expansion that says make the widget fill the entire space. So we'll click on this. Okay, that didn't work out well. I think what we will just need to do is, okay, this is the main axis, I get it. Let's go ahead and then try to make this fill the entire place. So, okay, instead of pulling it manually, look at the size of the screen here. It says 1440 by 900. So I'm already selecting the container. So I will just go ahead and type here 1440. And quickly I'll click on the fill color. Every single widget has a property, and the property can be found on the right hand side of the screen after you've selected the widget itself. All right, so the color of this particular widget, which is a container, is what we have here. So you can just click on it, and then I'm going to paste the hex color here, which I had already copied, remember, and that's it. And the next thing I need to do here is quickly I'll come here and try to check out the size of this thing. It's like 36. So I will go ahead and then check here. This is gonna be 36. All right, guys, I got 36 there. And the next thing I will quickly do here is I think I might not have need for a couple of other things for now. The rest of the things I need, I will just use my eyes. Okay for it. So so here we have a number, we have a phone number. So I'm just gonna copy this phone number. And basically, right, we have a long container here, all right, which we have just done. Now in this container, this is a row, all right. So we're going to go ahead and then put a row inside the container. And then after that, we start putting different widgets. Like this is going to be an icon widget, a text widget, a container, a text widget. This is drop down widget, then drop down widget again. All right. So let's run with it. So I'm going to click on the container, click on add a child to widget, and click on row. And I have clicked on row. So inside the row, the very first thing I'm going to add is an icon. I'm adding an icon inside there, and inside, this is the icon, right? So I'll click on settings outline. This is the side where you can change the property of the icon. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for phone. All right, so I think this is what I have. It's similar to what is there. And the color is white. We can always change it here. You click here to change the icon color to white quickly. And of course, if you see here, we have our icon, but now it's so close to the edge. All right, so let's I don't know, I'm always going to be switching in between this and that. So basically I hit key F12 on my keyboard to check it out. I wanted to check the size of the icon. So it's 16 by 16. So I will come back here and click on the icon and change it from 24 to 16. And then the next thing I will do is I'll try to give it some padding here, padding on the left, I'll say 200. Okay guys, so we have something like this. It might not be exact replica of what was there on the side, but we are getting there. Okay, so now that we've done this, the next thing we need to go ahead and do is select the row, and we want to add another element to another widget to the row, which is going to be the text widget. So I click on text widget, and do not forget I had copied the phone number. Yes, you have it. Great. I will go ahead and paste it there, which I just did. Then I will come here to change the text color of the text widget, and I will click here like that. Okay, so we have this now. The next thing I'll just do is I'll give it some padding to the left 4, just to shift away from the icon a little bit. And then now that I have done that, the next thing I just have to quickly do is I have to go ahead and then create this next text here, if you can see. Now, one of the things that I need you to understand here is we will use lots of spacing to push things around, right? Yeah, that's the best thing to do. So I will just go ahead and copy this and click on the row again. You have to select the row if you want to add something in the row. Then click on add a child to this widget and add your text, and then paste the content of that particular widget. Change the color, and that's the font color. And then at this point, okay guys, there's one thing I need to check. I don't think that font size is 16, so I'll hit F12 again and then click on this. Then I will just want to check out the font. The font is 12 pixel. All right, so let's try to reduce the font from 16 to 12 and reduce this one from 16 again to 12. Now we're getting something that looks like what we have there. So let's go ahead and give it some spacing from here. Let's say 100. That's okay. Now here, what we need to do now is select the role, and we need to achieve this particular part. That line there, the white line. Let me show you what I mean. The white line here. We will just go ahead and then try to see how we can achieve it. How do we achieve that? We will just go ahead and add a container to that widget, to the role, and then this container, the width will just be, I think, 1 pixel. The height will be, the height is fine, 100. It's okay. It's just spreading across the length of the container here, so we are fine with it. Okay, but I think it's not still really fine because it's not covering everywhere. So we need to give that container a height. So let's click on this big container here, which is what makes it green. It says here 36. We had given it 36 as a height. So here, let's give this container 20. It might just give us what we want. And ladies and gentlemen, we have what we want. We have here the line. The next thing we just need to do is click on the role. We have to add another widget. Look at the project. The project says here it says here shop now. So I will just quickly copy it. I know I'm pretty fast, but I want us to achieve something. Okay, so I will add another text widget, then paste it. Okay, and I'll go ahead and then change it to font 12, and then I'll go ahead and click on text color to change it to white, and there you go. I'll click on it to give it some space on the left. Let's say 4 pixel. All right, we're good with that. Then the next thing we need to do quickly is this drop downs, English and location. Well, we won't really go into detail on that, but I'll just click on the role and add a text widget. No, not a text widget. Let's go to the role and add a drop down. Drop down. Okay, so there's a particular widget called a drop down here. So we'll add a drop down. So you see, I added drop down there. In the drop down, it has options. So here, I think that was going to, let me select it. It says here, please select, but here on the side it says English, ENG, right? So let's go here and say, change from the hints text from please select to ENG, right? So ENG, and then the color here is not supposed to be white, right? Let's go ahead and look at the properties that we can change. So the text color, this is gonna be white. Change it to white first. Then we have the fill color here. So let's click on it and clear the color. We don't need any color for it. So the text color here is going to be white. Yeah. So we have that. And guys, let's go down. Text color. Let's change it to 12. All right, then another thing is the width. We need to reduce the width to something like 50. No, too small. 80. Uh-oh, we did something wrong there. Okay, so let's make it 100. Okay, so something like this works, but let me give it some padding on the left, like 100. Okay, so 100, or maybe just 200. Okay, so something like that. Let's click on it again and see what we can change. So we have so the fill color drop down style, fill color. Okay, all right, guys. Let's go to search items. Then we have the hint text here. So where is it? Option 1. Of course, if it is English, there should be another language, right? So let's say French. And add another option. Let's say what? Ibibio. Right. Ibibio. It's a local language in a state called Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria. Okay, so English. Then I will just go ahead and duplicate this, and I'll use it to put for location. this location. So I'll click on this, and then quickly what I will do is reduce this padding to something like 36, and 36 here is what we have. And what we need to do next here is we have to go ahead and create something else. Let's see. Okay, so this is location. Let's go ahead and add let's go ahead and increase. We're going to have to increase the width of the drop down. So let's increase it to 150, and then change from English to location. All right, so here is going to be location. Okay, so here you go, we have this. All right guys, we're not going to try to play around with it more than that. Okay, just to make it look cool, location should just be Nigeria, um, Ghana, something like that. That's okay. So we have the very first stage. The next thing we need to quickly do here is we need to go ahead and implement this. So guys, don't forget, what I want us to just implement is very few part of this, because the time is quite small for us to implement a lot of things. So I will just implement very few things, and then we move. All right. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate the container that contained all of this, and then I'll use it for this particular level. Let me see, open image in new tab. Okay, this is the logo of the platform. So I thought I should be able to save image as, it's not, oh, it's an SVG. It's an SVG. I think it should still work. All right, so that's fine. Okay, so we will just do this particular part, then we will go ahead and then implement this particular part, and then we implement the page to view it, then we start doing backend and make it all good. All right, so let's see what we can do here. Let's go back to the top and see how we can get it done. Okay, so here is what we need to do. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. I'll come here to the container itself. See, the container contains everything inside there. So I'll just say Control D, that's to duplicate it. And then select this container now, turn it into, before I turn it into white, guys, I'm going to go ahead and delete everything first, right? So I'll delete everything first, starting with the icon here. Take it off, take this off, take this off, take this off, take this off, and hold on. There was a drop down here, so I think I'll leave that one to be there. I really don't want to do it twice. So let's go ahead and click here to, okay, this is our row. Why do we have another container? Oh, container is that white guy. Okay, so I'll take it off. So here in the container, I will add a text. No, not a text. I'm going to add, this is an image. Okay, so I will click to add an image in the row. So click here, add an image. Everything that you add on the platform, add on FlutterFlow, has to be a widget. So that's how you do it. So add an image. The image is going to be the very first, not second. So all right, so I just dragged it down like that. Then the next thing I need to do is change it from, okay, I think I can still use copy image address. So let me just use image address. It might make things better for me. So I will paste it here. Okay, so the thing is, it's showing, but it's not showing. Okay, so I don't know why it's like that. Let's go ahead and then, I can't really see it. Let me preview it and see if I can see it at all. Okay, so the thing is around here, but I'm not seeing it properly. So let's see why I'm not seeing it properly. This is the image, and let's give it some padding from the left, 200. It's still not working. It's not working properly. I don't know why that is. So okay, let's do it like this. Let's pick the dimension of this the space here. Can I pick the exact dimension of this container? I can't get it right. So this is 82. I will just imagine this is 100. Okay. So I will go ahead and imagine that the whole of this container is 100. So the height is 100, 100. Okay, so if the height is 100, then I can't even see the image again. So this is supposed to be the image, but it's not showing. Okay, so I will take it off. No, I won't take it off. Let's go ahead and try to download it from here quickly and just see if I can get it right. Let's save image as. Okay, so I was trying to save it before it, but it didn't save. Okay, but I think it saves now. Let's go ahead and then click on this and say change it from image type network to image type asset, so you can upload it from your system. Now go to my downloads where my stores are, click on this and then put it up. Let me see. It still doesn't show. It doesn't show. I really don't know why it doesn't show. So okay guys, I don't know why that didn't work. I think I will just forget this at all and click on this, and just like we always do it, I will just click on this and add, let's call this ecommerce, right? So ecommerce quickly, then change this to 36 and change the text color to white. Okay, so we're not trying to do a replica then, so there's no need to try to do replica. So here we have ecommerce. I will just rearrange it. Okay, so click on this, give it some padding here, 200 I think. Yo, okay. So, and then now that we have that, so there's categories and there's a lot of all these things here. I know you can implement this. Like, I mean, if you can remember how I did this, I will just jump that immediately. And I will go to this particular part. Okay, so here where we jump into, we just want to implement this, and I won't put all of these pictures. I will just put the text. I just want it to have some form of form. It is the functionality I want to focus on, guys. So I am going to copy this. All right, so I will come here and then okay, I think what I'll do is pick the whole of this container and duplicate it. This is the next duplicate that I just made. And then here I will delete some things like the drop down, take it off, and then also come over here and try to figure out the size of this rectangle. Click on this and hover around it. Okay, so it's telling me this is like 626. I will say 650. Okay, so this container is 650 pixel. Amazing. Then I will change it to something like this shade. All right, so I'm not really gonna use a picture, so let's see if I can get something around that shade. Might be a bit tricky, so not exactly. Let's see, how do I even get something around that shade? I wish that pixel thing had worked. I would have just quickly gotten it, but now I don't know how I'm gonna get this. So let's just pick a particular color. This is a bit shouty, right? So what should I use here? This will be too dark for it. All right, let's use what we are using right now. But let's see, what did they use here? They use a deeper color. Okay, they use black. All right, that's fine. Let's go ahead and then use exactly this. So here I will just copy this. Okay, then come here to the dashboard. You see where we have the text here? I will just change these to the text. Okay. So I'm trying to, did a lot of duplication just to save a lot of time because we don't have a lot of time to work on this. If we want to work on this in detail, it's going to take so long a time. So, and I don't really want us to spend all of the time working on that. So this is, I need a deep black color. So let's say maybe this one. So something like this. Okay, this works for me. And let's go ahead, and then this is F12 again. I want to check out the font size. I will come to these a lot. Font size of this is 64 pixel, and I click on this and change it to 64, which is quite big. Okay, so I will come over here and look at some other things that we need to do. Let me see, this one is 20 pixels. Okay, I'll be sure to remember that. So here I need to copy this and do this button quickly. Then like that, we're almost close to what we're supposed to do. So this is a row, right? So no problem. In this container, we just need to, if we want to add another row, it's going to give us some issues. So let's click on this, and guys, let's take this row, this padding to the left out. Let's turn it to 0 because I want us to put this row inside a container. Okay, let's put this row inside a container. So let's a column, not a container, a wrap widget around the column. Okay, so now we've done that, we can give this column a padding of 200 and we are good. And then we can give this row a padding. No, before we give the row a padding on the top, let's duplicate it. The row, duplicate it so it goes down here. So here now we can give it a padding, the row itself, not the text inside the row. Give it a padding of 100. Okay, then for this one, let's go and see, let's go and copy the font size. It was 20, so I'll just quickly copy it. I know I'm a little fast, but I want us to achieve something really tangible. So I paste this, the font size is 20, and I need to, now it's spreading across everywhere because the column is not fixed to a particular scenario. So how do I fix this? I can wrap this text inside, wrap the text with a container. Will it work? Yes, I wrapped it with a container. Let's just push it around a bit. Wait, I think it stopped around here. Just let's look at it. Yeah, something like this. And then with that, what we need to just quickly do is change the color, the fill color of this container, remove it totally, and then yeah, we have this now and we are fine with it. Okay, so the next thing we just have to quickly do is this container, that not necessarily container, let's click on this. This is the column that contains our work. We need to go ahead and add another row. Well, we don't really need to add. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and add another row. We add another row, and then in the row we're going to add a button. Okay, so guys, that's it. We have added a button, and this is the button. It says learn more. I don't know the size of this button, so I'll click on F12 and just to see some things about the button quickly. The font size is 18 and 18. All right, so this font size is 18. And the button says learn more. I prefer to copy these things than to type it, so I just copied it and paste text for the button here, learn more. Then I will try to increase the width of this to maybe 150, and then I will try to use 48 as the border radius. I think 48 will be good. Yeah, something like that. It makes it round. Let's look at it again. It's a green color. I think the button is actually bigger than that. The button is bigger than that. So I think the height is supposed to be maybe 60. And then the width might just be 170. And then the fill color of the button is green. Okay. All right. So we have something like this, guys. So okay, don't forget, I am not really paying attention to so much of UI and all of that. I want us to quickly run to functionality. Now we're almost done we're done with this. I don't want us to waste time on it again. Let's go to here, the row, and increase this to 115. All right, guys, so we're done with this. The next thing I want us to quickly do is let's go down to what I told you we're going to do first. I want you to see how you can get data from the database. All right, so we will go ahead and create this part now. Today's deals for you. So I just quickly copy this and go to dashboard for FlutterFlow. And all right, so I'm going to do one more thing. So I just want these things to be in containers. So I will click this big container. I'll click on it, and is that, I think this will be okay, but I think I can delete fewer things if I pick the second container. So I say Control D to hit that particular container, and I'm going to push it downwards. Push it down. You see like that. So I have it here. I'll click on this. Click on the container to open it. Tap it twice. Then leave the row like that. We will need the row. Just delete this drop down text. Okay, so here we can give it a very large height. Yeah, so I will copy this today's deals for you and replace it with this text. Okay, so today's deals for you. I don't think it's the same font color. So I will click on the container and give it a height of 700. All right, so the reason why we can scroll this screen is because we had made the parent column scrollable. Okay, guys, so here, this is this row here. We need to put this row inside a column. Don't forget. Let's put the row wrap widget inside a column. All right, we just did that. Then click on this row now and give this row some padding from the top. Let's say 50. No, that's too much. We need to give it maybe 16. Okay, so here, all right, so if you observe, the background is white or gray or something, right? So we will work on that. Really, we will. So okay, let's just do it now. So the text color is what? The text color is black. So let's change the text color first to black. All right, so we change the black, then click on the container itself, and then go to switch the color from these to any of this gray or something, right? So that means this was not black. Let's go and find black text color, pick black. All right, so we have this. This is quite big, I think. So F12 again. Click on this and go and find this. The font size is 28. And so we remove this to 28, reduce this to 28. All right, so now we have a row here. Don't forget, guys, our project, the way it is this is a row, this is a row, and this is also a row. So basically it is stacked inside a column, and we've already done that. We wrapped it inside a column. So this is the column and the row is inside the column. So what do we do next? Let's duplicate this row and it goes there, right? So we might need to just duplicate again later. So let's do it at once now because we'll need it later. And so for this second one now, what do? We will just go ahead and then add some buttons here. I will use the same kind of content. I won't change different things. Of course, you can just change it by changing the name of the content. So here is a button. I will just create it and duplicate. All right. So let's go ahead and click here, the text widget, and take this off. And then click to add a child to the widget. And the child here is going to be a button. So let's look at it. I don't know the button size for this thing. Let's see F12 again. Click on this to see the, I don't know, this is like 104 by 44. Okay, so let's try to use that. So it says scroll down here, it's 104. No, it can be. It's way smaller than what we already have. So let's say gadgets. Let's change the name first. It doesn't have to be the exact thing. So gadgets. Okay, so what we need to do is the fill color is not the fill color is going to be, what did we use? I think we used this. Or did we use this? Let's see. Okay, no. Which color did we use for the container? Let me see. Let's copy this color for this container. let me see. Let's go here to come here and then copy this. I don't know. I think this is it. Just paste this. Use color. No. Paste and enter. It's not giving me what I want. Let's use another color. Maybe this one. It's still the same thing. Fill color. Oh, okay. I was pasting the wrong thing. I was pasting at the wrong place. So here we go. Okay. So now let's go ahead and change the text color to. Let's see. The text color is black. Yeah. So let's change the text color here to black. All right. We have that. Let's change the border radius to 48. Maybe 48 is good. And then let's change the. Let's give you the border color, right? So we need to give our button a border color. So you come here, click on it, and give it a border color. I think the border color here is like gray or something. It's not really like black. So I will use this deep gray. And all right, so we have something like that. So these are our button. What I will just do is I'll give it okay, so what I'll do is I'll click on the row, give the row a padding of 200 so that it can start here. Then the button, I click on my button, give my button, just duplicate it, Ctrl D, then click on the second button, give it some padding, 16, right? So let's look at it. So that's okay. Then we can go ahead and say duplicate. Then maybe this one like this. We can go ahead and then give it a fill color quickly. I'll scroll down to fill color, pick green, and use color, and then go to the text color and pick white. Okay, so now we have something like this, guys. I am a little bit fast because I want us to get to the functionality part. Design is always very, like, it takes too much time. So here we are now close to the design part, this particular part. So all I just need to do now is create this. Let me see if I can see the entire height of this thing. I can't really see the entire height of it, but I can see this is 302 by 302 for just this alone. So I think, how can I judge? This is 40, 15, that's 55. Okay, and this is 46. All right, so the whole of this is 100, and then the whole of this is 302. So 100, 302, 402. Okay, so let's go ahead. Then what's the width? 302 as well. So let's go ahead and delete this. This is the row we're going to put all of these things inside. So I'll take it off. And okay, guys, now this is a very delicate part. We want to create a carousel. Look at this. Is it a carousel? Oh, it's not a carousel. It's just repeated cards. Okay, good for us. It's not a carousel. So yeah, I think it's not a carousel. No, it's not moving from left to right. It's just a CAD. All right, so how do we do this? It's just the regular thing. We'll create one, then duplicate for the rest, and then we are done. So let's see what we can do quickly for here. This is going to be a long row, which we already have. Then we are going to have columns. Then inside the column, we will have containers. Let's see. Let's just create it. So inside this row, we're going to have columns. And then inside this column, we're going to have a container. All right. So this container here is going to be width 302. And then height 402. We might adjust the height later. And then this column here is going to start from here, 200, exactly. Now, inside this container now, guys, we're going to have inside this container, we're going to have, I think we should have a column inside this container. what we're going to do is have a column inside it because we're stacking things from top to bottom. So a column is there, and then inside this column now we're going to put another container. This container is going to be 302 by 302. Uh-oh, 302. Okay, so this is it. And is this supposed to be a container or an image? All right, guys, so I think we just made an error there. Let's turn it into an image. So we put an image in there. The image is going to be 302 by 302. And then I will come here to right click on this and save image. Oh, not save. Right click here and copy image address quickly. I want to change the image of these to the image that we have in the site. So we have something like this. Okay, so now the next thing we could just quickly do is I know we have this heart icon. We will put it maybe at the end. That's not really much of a big deal. So let's put this first. This is a row inside it. So inside of that long column. So here is our column. So let's add a row inside the column. So we add a row. Inside that row is a text widget. And so the first text here is laptop sleeves MacBook. And we are going to paste it quickly. So let's make it bold. Okay, good. Then let's go here to copy this price and come here and add another text inside that same row. Okay, and then let's paste it, and of course make it bold as well. I think it was bold. All right, then let's click on the row that contains the two texts and then switch the alignment to space between them. Okay, so like this now we have what we need. But let's click on this text itself and give it a padding from the left, 8. And then this text here, give a padding from the right, 8, just to separate it from the walls. Okay, so then we need to duplicate and then do the same for this other part. So let's duplicate this, Control D. And I think we might need to do it. Okay, before we duplicate it, let's just put this particular one. I don't know the font size for this, so I'll say F12. And play around it. Click on this key, and this is 18. All right, I thought as much. This is 18 too. This is 12. Okay, so okay, let's leave that one. Let's just go ahead and change these to, let's paste what I had copied and change it to 12 from bold to normal and delete this. Okay, so now we have this, and let's look at it again. And the next one is going to be a row that has stars, right? And then a text at the end. Let me show you what I mean. So there's a row here, and then it has stars. They are like icons. Then there's a text here. So let's go ahead and then do that. So this is the row. Control D to duplicate it. Remove this text and delete it. Then click on the row and click here to do icon, search for icon. And then click on icon. Then at this point, what you just need to do is go and look for stars. So stars, the stars here, and it's black, right? It's green. Come on, that green is not the green that I know. So let's see if we can get the color of the green. The color of the green is not showing. Okay, so it's not showing, so we will just find a light green to use. And the icon, I think it's 16. The icon color, click here to get a bright green. I think this will work. Okay, guys, yes, that works. Let's give it a padding of 8 from the side. All right, 8 works. Then click on the icon, duplicate it, Control G. It is spreading across from both sides because of what? We have to come and change the main axis alignment to this. Click on the second one and remove this padding and click on it, Control D, 1, 2, and the last one. and click on the row itself. We want to add the text widget now, so add a text widget, and then I copy this particular text and paste it here. All right, guys, so we're very close to doing what we really want to do. So 1:1 is the font size, I think, is for this place. So let me add some padding here and say 8. Okay, so like this, we have something. It's okay. I'm not gonna pay attention to a lot of things. Let's go ahead and add a row here, and then this button, and then we are done with that. Click on this one to duplicate the row, then come to the widget tree. Come to the widget tree and click on this and shift it downwards. Okay, then remove this text widget, and then inside this add a button. What does the button say? It says add to cart. So we can go ahead and then say add to cart. Add to cart. Okay, so and the fill color is green, and okay, use color, and the border radius is either 36 or 48. Okay, and then here I will just give it some padding from the top and say 8. Okay, guys, so the height of our big container that contains all of this is not as long as all the heights of the widgets. So let's go find the container. This is the container, right? So we said it's 402. Let's make it 420. Yeah, something like this. Let's click on this icon button and give it some padding from the left. 8. Not 9, 8. Okay, so let's look at this again. And if you observe, I think this particular space is taking the color of the background. Okay, so let's go ahead and then click and here, this is our image. Let me see, can we add? It's something I haven't tried before, but let's see. I don't think so. Haven't tried that. I wanted to put like an overlay of an image on top of this. Haven't tried that. Okay, so maybe it just came with the pictures like that. So what I would just simply do here is leave things the way things are, because if I go ahead and then click on the container itself and then clear the box shadow, no, not box shadow, and let's say I clear the background image, right? So I will have things like this. It will look like this, which is fine. We can, all right guys, let's work on it. I will go at this image now. I'll right click and wrap the image with a container. Right, yes, it worked. And then this container is going to be 302 by 302. Beautiful. And I'm gonna give this container a color, something like this. Yo, we did it. So something like this. Yeah, I don't really know the color that they're using here. So let's give this our container some sort of border radius. Let's say 16. Okay, so we have this beautiful shape scenario now. Let's click on this, give it some padding from the top, 8. And all right, guys, we have something beautiful. So roll, increase this from 16 to 22. All right, let's go to the main column or the main container that contains all of these things. All right, so I think this is the container. No, this is the container that has the background. Let's go to this container. Okay, so this is the main container. So we can right click on this and no, just click there, rename this. Click here to rename this and say product card, so that in case we need it, we can come back and see what we need. So I will click on this, right? It's a column. So if I duplicate this, okay, so what I should do here is click on the column itself and duplicate it. Yeah, so I duplicated that. Since it's inside a row, it's gonna make it change from left to right. Like it's gonna make it move from left to right. I need to now add remove this padding on the left to 16. All right, so this might just do the magic. Okay, so we're good. 16. Well, we don't need to duplicate it across all of this, right? Database is gonna do it for us. So, but just leave it like this for now. Later on, I'll remove it. I just wanted you to have a feel of the thing. So far we have achieved this, and it might not look so beautiful like a standard website and all of that. This was not my concern. I just wanted us to have the functionality part. So we've done a good job in 1 hour for just the UI. Let's try and finish it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just stop to see how far we are doing. Okay, so all right, so I just wanted to stop to see how far we're doing, and we still have some people here. So you asking for the URL? Let me share it in the comments. So this is the URL of the case study, right? The heart icon makes the image more of a stack than just an image. Okay, Divad, I don't really get your point here, but you can try to explain again. Then, so from my personal experience, sometimes the image won't show, but when you run it, it will show. Ah, okay, yes, Lintucci, this happens a lot, but I had to take it off. Okay, so I think I wish I had seen this before. We would have tried this also. All right, guys, I think, is this a website where you are now? Oh, how do we follow with these on your screen? Okay, so I have dropped the link to the website in the comments, right? So you can check to view it. Meanwhile, I will also drop it on Whimsical. Yeah, so, okay, so let's just continue. Meanwhile, let me just put the class on my status. So maybe we can get more people attending the class. Okay. All right, let's quickly run again and see how we can quickly finish these with real functionality. Meanwhile, for the people that are still present, I doff my hat for you. I respect you, okay? And I admire your hunger to get better. Okay, so let's see what we can do to finish up. So what else is remaining? Now, what we need to do simply is we need to design another page. The page is going to be for the detail page. It's gonna be a little bit tasking, but let's see. We need a detail page. Then we need what else do we need? Then we need a login logout page. So let's go ahead and just click here to add a new page. And let's look for an authentication page. So guys, I'm gonna use this. I'm going to still use this, right? Because it's gonna take me a couple of time to just redesign. So I'll just say login. So I'm just selecting a template and I'm gonna use it. Now, yeah, it looks quite large. So I will just go ahead and take a lot of things off. Okay, so I take that off, take this off, and here I delete it. Then replace it with a text widget that says ecommerce, and change the font size to 36. I know I'm really fast, but you will appreciate this because at least at the end we will get a final product that makes a whole lot of sense. And then you can always rewatch the video to catch up. Okay, so here, click on this and add one as the max line is important so that you can avoid getting some errors. Click on the password field, add max line. It's very important. Then click on this, delete it. Let's take this off too, and then this. What else? Okay, so far so good. Our error is gone. And then this guy is so long. Email field. Does it have a width? Okay, so I'm trying to see if we can see a width for these. Okay, so there's a width feature. So what should we make this to be? 200. Too small. Let's say 700. Yeah, I think so. Click on this. I'm just clicking on it to change the width of the password, the field. So 700, and these can still be the way it is. All right, so I'm not really going to pay attention to the sign-in page. All right, so we've done this for sign-in. The next thing we just need to quickly do is let's go to Whimsical. I did create, where is it? Oh, I didn't open my Whimsical here. Okay, let's see something. If you click on this, if you say add to cart, no, not add to cart. Like I want to view this. Oh, it's not showing. Yo, it's not showing. It's not showing. Okay, so this is not working, but all right, guys, hold on. I'll go to YouTube and the current live video, this one. Okay, so basically I just want to go to the comment section. If you come on the comment section here, you will see the Whimsical board. So you can just quickly copy the link. So that's just what I wanted to get. Yeah, so I think with this, it will show me some things. Okay, good. So I did make some screenshots. So guys, okay, now this is a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. I really don't want to go into so much of detailing on this. I wish I could actually get it from the platform itself. But now I can't click on these things. I can't click on it. Come on. It's just a static site. Nothing is happening. Learn more. Nothing is happening here. So let's focus on this and see. Okay, so basically what I wanted us to do is just have a particular page that shows the product, right? So okay, so product. So I think I'll just put this here and then put some things on the side. I won't put a lot of things here. I don't really want us to waste a lot of, I know you can do these things, right? So I would just check out a couple of things. Okay, let's do it my way. I will go ahead and come to, okay guys, so that login page, let's click on the big container. No, where is it? This is a container. So logo container, this one. Let's change this from this to this. Okay, let's just have a match in colors. I'll change this. Okay, let me just change it at once. Forgot password, take it off. Okay, looks beautiful then. So we have dashboard. Yeah, this is like dashboard when they log in. So I'll click on this and say welcome, and I'll click on it to duplicate, Ctrl D. Oh, this is app bar. So take up the app bar. All right, let's come to the landing page. I want to copy some things that we will use. So, all right, guys, let's copy some things that we will use. So you see this particular container? I'm going to right click on it and say save as template. What am I going to call it? I'll call it ecommerce nav. All right, so ecommerce nav, then save as template. I will use it somewhere else. So then I'll go to the dashboard, click on the column, click on add a child to this widget, click on the templates icon here, and then look for ecommerce. So ecommerce nav, so I put it here, and then we have this. So here in the column part, I will just say I'm gonna add a row. Oh no. So let's click on the container here, add a row, and then in the row I'll add a text that says welcome, right? So welcome, and let me use a padding 200, yes. From the top, 100, yes. Then this, Ctrl D, just to duplicate this again. Then remove this padding on the left to 8. Then this is going to be the name of the email of the user. So maybe Nocode Africa. hq@gmail.com. Okay, so I can go ahead and then make it bold. All right. So welcome, Nocode Africa. We will get all of these things from the database. So now, yeah, I think we will need this. So, okay, okay. The next thing we will need to do is, let me see. I'm trying to think about what we could quickly do right now. Do we even need a dashboard? So guys, we didn't even really need a dashboard. We didn't really need a login page. I just wanted to show you guys how to, this is if you want to personalize it. We don't really need all of that. I just want to show you guys how to go about using the payment gateway thing. Yeah, so we don't really need the login and dashboard, but anyways, we've done it, so it's fine. But what we just need now is a screen for, let's create a new blank screen. Let's call it description. So it's almost time for us to start using our database description, our database knowledge to query the backend. So I'll take this app bar off and click on the column and just add that nav bar just to make it look familiar. All right, so that's it. Now, what do we want to add here in this column? We want to go ahead and add, let's add a row. Let's add a row. Yes, guys, we add a row, and then we inside the row we want to add a container, right? No, let's add a column, right? So let's add a column inside the row, and then what are we doing? We just want to create this is gonna be the column that contains this picture. So so column, then after that we'll just do this and then add this button. I just want us to just like try to end this a little bit faster, which we are close to. And so here, this is a column for this. I don't know how tall this thing is, so but under the height. So inside the column, I'm gonna add an image, right? Perfect. Image is going to be a square, so we're going to say 500 by 500. Okay, so 500 by 500. Let's click on this image itself, give it some padding. Let's say 50 from the top. Yeah. And from the side, 50 again. All right, so let's say, what is the name of that thing? It's a headset. Headset. I don't know the name of that headset, but it looks really familiar and it's beautiful. So I just want to pick one of this without having to think too much. Okay, this guy does it. Okay, so come here and paste it, and voila, we have that. Now, guys, the next thing I'm just gonna do quickly is just so that we can have a feel of what we have done. This is a column, right? Good. So in this column, I'm going to duplicate this image. Right. Okay, so this is another image. Reduce the height from the top to 16. And what am I trying to do? I'm trying to achieve these other small ones under, just quickly, just to make it fun. Okay, so let's get this image and copy the image address. Let's go to here. This is going to, okay guys, so this particular column doesn't move because the parent column was fixed to not scrollable. So I'm going to fix it to this so I can now scroll it. So I click on this image, reduce the size to, I want to reduce the size to 100 by 100. Good. Then I will paste this. Beautiful. And then it has a border radius, so let's give it a border radius of 16. Why not? Okay, so this is the image. Let's right click this and wrap it in a row. Okay, so I wrap it in a row because I want it to duplicate itself. Like, so I'll do Ctrl D and click on this, change the padding on the left to maybe just 8, and then click on this, duplicate again, 1 and again and again. Not really again, just like that. and then click on the row that contains everything and say even spacing. Even spacing. Okay, so I think that's it. It's not really filled perfectly, but I think it's okay. It's not bad. Let's change this to 8. Okay, so click on this and do this. It's not working. Then okay, center line. It's not equally working. Oh, nice. Let's click on this first one and change it to 0. And the row here. Okay, so okay, I think it's actually working, right? So click on this and click on it. Okay, let's just leave it like that. And then here, change the border radius to 36, maybe. All right, so this was in a column, so I'll click on it and add another column. Click on the row itself, add another column. So the column is gonna now be on here. What are we adding there now? So guys, we're very close to it. Then we'll just do some finishing touches. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to go ahead and we'll put the name here. Let's see, what do we have in the landing page? We have name, price, description. We won't get this rating from database. Okay, maybe rating. Yeah, name, description, and all of this. So let's just try to put the same thing in the in the in the page for description here. So here we will just go ahead and say this is a column, and let's put a row, and in the row we will say text. The text is going to be description airports max. So yeah, so let's say airports max. Airports max. Give it a big font size 36 and make it bold. And then so this is the row, the column. Let's give this column some padding, 50 away. And this row is, I think this row is supposed to, I'm thinking about what to do to make this row better. Anyways, no problem. So let's go ahead. We have this airports max. Let's duplicate it. All right, so this is going to be for the maybe price. I'm not going to follow the design again. So I want us to just get it right. So price, the price maybe $456, and duplicate this for description. Amazing. So don't worry, we'll get this thing from the database. Amazing font size is going to be 12, and it's not bold, it's normal. And what else? Rating, not really. So okay, what else do we need to do? Click on this, duplicate it. So we need to do the stars. So I take that off, click on this and add an icon. Okay. An icon here, go and change it to stars. Stars, change the font size to 16. Okay, leave it like this. Yeah, this is okay. And then click on it, Ctrl D, Ctrl D, Ctrl D, Ctrl D, and then click on the row itself to add a text widget. So we will add a text there, and then here we'll just put bracket 121. Yeah, something like this. Do we have any other thing that is supposed to be there? Okay, so if there's any other thing, we don't need it. Column, then we put it like this. Now, what do I need next? I just need buttons here for what? for this last part that says buy now and add to cart. So let's go ahead, and that's the end. Then we now start doing the back end. So let's click in here. This is the column. Okay, so I need to duplicate this row. Let me close this one first, duplicate this one, Ctrl D, and then I'm gonna bring it down here. Okay, and then I'm going to delete the text, right? So I take up the text, click on here to bring in buttons, right? So I bring in a button. The button is going to be green. All right, so the green, then border radius maybe 36. Let's see what we have here. So it says this and that. Okay, so it says buy now. Buy now. Okay, so we have a buy now scenario there. So let me click on the row and give it some padding on top, 16. And then let's duplicate this button, Ctrl D. And this one, I'll give it some space on the left. That's padding, 8. And then let's call it add to cart. Add to cart. And let's come here, the field color, let's change it to, I think, background. Then let's give the border a color. The border has to have a color. So I come here, the border is this gray, and then the text color is going to be black. Okay, so we have it like this. So guys, we are done with our application, our website. We're going to use the next 10 to 15 minutes and finish it up. So what do we have left to do? We have a landing page. We have what we want to do is when the users come, let me just preview this so you can see what's going on. We're going to use 10 to 15 minutes to finish up. Okay, so just be patient and then we wrap it up. So here we are going to get these things from the database. All right, get it from the database. So we'll just add like maybe 4 documents. 4 documents. And then these things will come from the database. When a user clicks on, let's say, this picture or add to cart, they say add to cart, then the person is going to go to the description page. Then from there, they can click to buy now. And that's it. Okay, so let's see how we can quickly achieve that. What do we do next, guys? What we will do is we will come to the Firebase project for ecommerce, then come to build. We don't need to do authentication. Let's not do that. Let's come to Firestore. Anyways, just turn it on for turning on sake. And in the next 15 to 20 minutes, guys, we'll wrap it up. Okay, so let me speed up a little bit so we can finish it. All right, so I turned that on, and let's go to build, turn on your Firestore database. This is the sequence that you follow when you're trying to set up your Firebase. So click on that, and we will use the start and test mode. Okay, and I'm gonna wrap up in a couple of moments. I know you guys are like, it's the time is almost gone, but indeed it was going to be an intense training. So it's setting up some security rules now. Then we're done. We need to go ahead and turn on our storage. This is the last step to do. So you turn on the storage, start in test mode, and next. Okay, we don't need to wait for that to finish. Let's go to FlutterFlow, then come to Firestore, because we are going to create a collection, right? The collection is going to be like the library we're going to store information inside. So click here to add a new collection. We'll call it products. All right, so products. Okay, so we'll click on create. Then the product is going to have some schema field. All right, so it's going to be name of the product. The name of the product will have a data type string. And what else did we have there? We have price. Price is going to have a data type integer. Then we will have description. Description is going to have a data type string. And maybe rating. Yeah, rating. it will have a data type number, integer. Okay, so all right, that's it. So we'll do the same thing in Firebase. Okay, let's go to Firebase, go to Firestore, and click to start collection. Call your collection products. Make sure that the name is the same name. The name that you're using here is the same you created over there. Click on Auto ID, and then here we'll say the first field here is name. It's a string. Let's just set it up now at once. Let's come here to the store. Come to the first. Where are those products? Okay, so here I'm gonna copy the name and put it here. This is the value of the name. Next thing I'm gonna do is price. Price is going to be, it's an integer. It's number, right? So I'll come here and then copy the price. I'll just copy this first one here and then paste it here. Must be a number. Oh, sorry. Let's remove the, yeah, then add field. Let's say description. Okay. Add rating, description. Let's come here to the product and just copy this. Okay, so we'll copy this quickly and come to Firebase and paste it. Add the last one, rating. Rating is a number and it's 1 to 1 for this. Okay, so let's click and save. And now we've created just one document. So let's just finish up at here, right, at once. Let's go ahead and add another document. Add, auto add, we'll say name, the same field name that you gave before. Go to another product, AirPods Max. Oh, we've skipped something. So let's add this. We'll fix it here. So it's gonna be name, price. Price is gonna be number, guys. Let's pick this as a number, right? Let's go here and paste this. It's gonna just be number. Then description. Right, then description is let's come back here and copy this. Okay, so then paste the description here, come here and say rating. Okay, we're almost there. Rating is a number. What rating was used here? 1 to 1 everything. So I'll just use something different. 150, 143. Then what we missed in the other one was image. Okay, so image is a string. And then let's click here and right click on this, copy image address, and then paste it here. Okay, so now all these things will come automatically from the database. So let's click on this and add that field, image, for the first document. And right click, copy image address, and paste it. Okay, so we're good. Let's add another document, making it 4 in total. Name, and here you go. The price is 39, so I will not come back to copy that. So name, description, price, rating, image. Okay, so price is 39, and it's a number. Rating is a number, 56. Description is what we need to go and get. Okay, so description, we just go ahead and paste it here. Price is 59. Image address, come here and copy this, copy image address, and then paste it here and save. So guys, we have 3 documents. The last one, just quickly, and then we're done. We just need to go ahead and start querying. So name, description, rating, price, rating, image. Okay, so the name is going to be this last one, Supreme Bottle, and the price is 19. So here the price is a number, it's 19. Description is table, Okay, I just copy that once and paste it. Rating here is number, say 4. Image is right click and copy image address and paste this and save. Okay, so with this now we are very good with what we're doing, and we're done with the database scenario. Let's go ahead and come back to this. Let me close this and close this as well, and let's add an image here. Image is photo path, and we check. All right, let's go ahead and go back to widget tree and complete our product. This particular one, we will just have to delete the entire column. Just delete it. All right, now, of course, you know that for us to be able to have some things repeated, like in a particular way, we need to put it in a list view, right? So this is our column. So we have to add this, right click and wrap this widget in a list view. Okay, so I said the action could not be, but of course this. Okay, so now how do we go ahead and do it? Let's click on this row. Let me see. This is the row here. This is the row here, and this is the row here. Okay, so let's click on the row and click here to add a list view to that row. And add a list view. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Okay, so there's a problem. This is a row. And this is a row for this. Oh, okay, I get it. So let's let me see. This is a row. Okay, I get it. I get it now. Okay, so come on. All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna right click and save this as a template. I'll call it card product card, right? So I'll save it because I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna delete from here. So I'm gonna delete it. I'm deleting it with this row. I'm deleting it totally. Then I'll click on this column, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to add a list view at once. List view. And this is a list view, and it's going to be horizontal. Oh my goodness. That list view has to be inside a container. So right click, wrap the list view inside a container. Yo. And let's spread the list view around. Okay, so let's push it a little bit here. And then this is the list view. Let's see the container. That was 450, right? So the height is going to be 450 here. Okay, so a list view has to always be inside a container. That's why we're having those errors. So I'll click on the list view, then click to add that card we had removed inside this list view. The reason why we're doing this is because list view is basically what we're going to use in repeating elements inside our inside this thing, right? So I'll click on this. All right, so this is our list view. I will remove this and make it 0. Okay, so let me let me scroll up, close this, and click on the list view. Give it some padding from the top, 20. Okay, so all right, guys. Now it's in a list view. It's also in a container. See, I don't like that background, so I'll click the container, click on the fill color, and clear the color. Okay, so now we have this. With these now we can now go ahead and query our list view and do things we need to do with the list view. So let's begin getting things from the database. How do we do this? So you have to click on the list view, which the card element is inside, and you need to come here to this part of CloudPad, the backend query, and then click Okay. Hello guys. So sorry about that. I think I don't know what happened. My system just went dead. Yeah, for a couple of seconds there. All right. I hope you guys can still hear me very well. Sorry about that. I had to just like comment on the group. Okay, Bethan said she has to go. All right, no problem. You can always watch the end of the tutorial at once. I just wanted to make sure that we get this thing right. I know it's a long class, right? Yeah, but others can just like join and watch it later. Let me just let everybody know that we're live again. Okay, so let's try to see how we can finish what we're working on like quickly. So present, I will share my screen quickly. All right, so this is where we are. We were trying to query the backend. So I have to select the list view, then add backend query. Click on this. We want to query a collection. And what kind of collection? Querying the products collection. We want it to be a list of documents. And then we can click on confirm and confirm. Okay, so now, see guys, the thing is this, it's doing from top to bottom. You see, it's doing like this. Now we don't want it like that. Okay, we had already mentioned that our list view is vertical here. That's why it's like this. So we have to go ahead and change it to horizontal. All right, so we have a horizontal scenario here. So what we just need to do is click on our column and add it padding to the left, maybe 8. All right, so something like this gives us the space we need, or we can just say 16. Okay, 16. All right, so like this, we have this kind of scenario. But now the cool stuff is that this will be a carousel. It's going to allow us to scroll through, unlike what we have in the original site. Okay, so now we have this. How do we get things out of it? We've queried the backend. Now we need to select what we want it to show us. So I'll click on the image and click on the icon here and say go to product document, and I pick an image. Then for here, the name, I'll click on here and say I'll scroll up to here we have here, and then click on product document and say name. Okay, then for the price, I click on here and tap on the icon next to text, product document, price. It doesn't end there. We want it to be number format. We want it to be custom format. We want it to be displayed as a currency. So confirm. All right, that's good. Then here, this one is going to be description. We'll click on it, go to the icon close to the text, click on it, go to products document and go to description. And then we just need to change this one. So we'll click on this, click on text and say product documents and rating, something like this. No further changes. We can leave it like that. Then this add to cart is going to be, let's change this to, okay, no problem. When they just tap on this, they should be able to be taken to another place. So like this now, we are fine. We have queried the backend. So what we need to do, guys, is we need, we can now get things from the backend. Sure. We will see 4 different files here, different with different prices, everything. What we need to do now quickly is be able to transfer the information from this particular screen to the next screen. All right. Then I will show you the magic I wanted to show you guys. Right. So funny enough, the magic is actually a very small piece of the entire project. Okay. So let's go ahead and click on the image here. So this is the image here. And what do you do? I want them, when they click on the image, it should take them to another page. So let's go ahead and add an action here. Add an action. Let's say navigate to. It's going to navigate to description. I'll click on define. It takes me to description page. Now, I now go ahead and add parameter. I'll call it product ref. Product ref. Then type, it's going to be a reference. All right, you might need to refer to our old videos to really understand how to query things, especially the first videos on the channel that has to do with FlutterFlow. I will drop the link in the description so you can go through it. It's to make it like simpler for you to understand. So products, then I will confirm, and then I'll click on pass, click on the product ref, click on insert, go to product document, reference, confirm, and we're good. Now we've passed it successfully to the next page. What we need to do is go to the page of the description and catch it from there. So what we will do now is we will go to the top of the screen, not really the top, maybe just the column part. No, not that one. Maybe here. No, not this one. Maybe here. Yes, we can catch it from here. So we click on this and click on add backend query. We click on add backend query. It's going to be document from reference. Collection is going to be products. On set, we're going to go to product ref, confirm, and confirm. Now we are good. We can now go ahead and catch this thing. So I click on the image, click on the icon close to the path here, go to products document, and pick an image, right? Then these are the ones we didn't really put it, so I'll leave it there. Then for the test here, which is the name, we click on here and go to product document and put the name here. Click on the icon close to the text, go to product document, click on price, confirm. Okay, no. Let's edit that. It's going to be number format. It's going to be custom specific format, display as currency, confirm. And then here is going to be the rating. So click on it, go to products document, go to rating and confirm. And then here is going to be the buy now. This is the most impressive part of it. Okay, so guys, there's something that we didn't do, which I skipped it. Now, if you come to the payment gateway, now we're about setting things up. This is like this is Paystack, right? Paystack is majorly used in Nigeria and I think other African countries. So, but I think it works in almost all payment gateways. This is the hack I think you can use in integrating payment into your application. So what you just need to do is come to the platform like this, all right? And then I think you should have something like payment pages. Create your payment page, right? And when you click to, it says an preview. Oh, sorry guys. I need to use a VPN. Okay, so if I click on this to preview, it's going to show me the link of the payment. This is the payment. My customers can put their name, first name, last name, email address, then they can put the amount of money that I am charging, right? So it's a manual way of setting up your payment gateway, all right? Yeah, so eventually I'll show you guys how to do it like automatic way. So you just come here, click on payment pages. Let's say you're in Nigeria or any other African countries where Paystack is being used. You can also use FlutterWave too. So you can come here and click to create a new page. If you want it to be a one-time payment or a product payment, you can just choose and then put the name of your page. Let's call it headphones, then amazing headphones. Okay, amazing headphones. Then you can put the picture of your headphones. Do I have any? No, I don't have. Let's see. Let's download one of these pictures. So save image as, this is a web file. Let's go to the other one. Let's take this one. Right click, save image as, okay, JPEG. And let's go to Paystack and click to choose a file. Add this as the product. So let's say you want to sell this particular headset. All right, so observe, right? So we have, where is it? We have different products like this guy. I think we're trying to sell it, right? I can't remember where it was here. I think, which one was it? Can't really see it, but let's assume this is it. And this is the one you want to sell. So you come to Paystack and create the product page for this particular headset. And then if you want to collect phone numbers on this page, check this. And you can show advanced different things here. Then you can click on create. All right, so that's it. So now with this, now you have the links for the product. So I'll click on here. So if you click on the visit link, you will see this payment page has been deactivated because it has no product. Oh, let's say you have to add a product. So click here to add a product. E-commerce. So search for a product, create a new product. So I have to add a product to it for it to work. So add new product. It's not working. You can only add products that are listed in Naira to this page. Add, remove. Let's say headset, right? And then add. Okay, so headset. E-commerce mobile app with this. I think this is not functioning properly right now for me. So okay, the bone of contention here is you just come to. I wasn't going to show you how to create product on Paystack. So you come here to Paystack. I don't know why that's giving me some headache. Come to Paystack and then pick a particular product. Create a product. I had already created a product here. So you create the product. You will have access to the link of the product like this one. Then all you just need to do is take it to FlutterFlow. Let's just quickly set it up so that I can end this. And let's come here to the Firestore part and then add it. Let's say payment link. Let's call it payment link. Payment, just payment. All right. So come here and say string and then add it. Okay. So we have to do the same for the backend, right? So let's see. Who am I going to add this to? Let's add it to, this is the last one, I think. Is that the last one? Okay, so let's add a field here and call it payment. So payment is a string and I'm going to paste this, right? So this is let me just paste it for the other one so we don't get to have any issues in case, depending on the one that we don't have. So paste it here. Now the idea is you will go ahead and call this as an action. So these links are supposed to be different. So you should generate different unique links from Paystack or from the payment gateway that you're using, and then add it as a field here for your unique products. That means you create different links for different products. Okay. I believe you understand what I'm saying. All right. Okay. So that, and then we are good with this like this. And then, so after you've done that, I've also set it up here. So the next thing I need to just quickly do is come back to the widget tree. And in this buy now button, I'll click it to add an action. And then I'll say launch URL, right? So launch URL, I'll click on it and say not specific URL, go to from variable, and then come to product document and go to I'm not seeing the document I'm supposed to see here. I'm supposed to see the payment. I passed it down here. I passed information from the other side to this other side. But now I'm not seeing it. Okay, so that's a bit, that worries me. So I'm supposed to launch my URL from variable to product documents. Okay, now that's strange. I'm going to delete this action and let's try to figure out what's going on. Okay, so while we're waiting for to figure out what's going on, let's just go ahead and run the application to see what we have done so far. To really run the application, you have to click on here and click on run. And it will take us like close to 3 minutes for it to show us what it has done so far. So while that is going on, let me figure out what is wrong. Let's go to the landing page. And let's go here to here, payment. Payment is a string. I just added it. Why can't I find it? Let's see, add to cart. Okay, so I'm going to change this to buy now. Let's change this to buy now. I don't know why it's not transferring the data to the other side, but I think it should give me the data from here. So I'll click on here. So if the user clicks on here, this is a button, it's not clicking here. Clicks on buy now, action, add action, say launch URL. So I'm gonna come here, it's from specific to from variable on set, call it a product document. Oh my goodness. I'm not seeing the information I'm supposed to see. I'm supposed to see the payment. Something is wrong, guys. Something is wrong. So I will just go ahead and refresh this quickly. I don't know why that is so. Because I have added it, I should see it. Okay, our run mode is done. We will check it out, but this is payment. Oh, guys, I have seen it. So I added it under users, right? I didn't add it under products. You see, I made that mistake. Payment. So payment is gonna be string. I'm sure maybe someone must have pointed it to me, but I can't really see what you're typing. It's showing my entire screen right now, so I can't see. So I'll just come here to the page. So let's say the person clicks on buy now. So we'll go to add action and launch URL. Guys, we are done actually. Launch URL from variable products documents payment. Yes, that's it. So now that we've done this one, let's go to the description page and do the same thing. So let's come here to buy now and click on launch add URL, launch add action actually, then launch URL from specific to from variable. Click on this and go to products document and pick your payment. And that's it, guys. I don't want to add a snack bar. Time is up already, so let's go ahead and run this second one now. Okay, let's run the second one while we check out the old one that we just ran. Okay, it says you can only run one. Okay, I have to close this one to be able to see. So let's look at the old version of it, guys. This is what we have created for the past 2 hours, right? So this is it. You see, it's very beautiful. If you ask me, this is sleekly beautiful, right? So really nice. So if you see here, everything is coming from the database, and yes, we can click it. So if you click on this, nothing is happening because this has not been updated yet. So, but if you click on this, it takes you to this particular screen. So you see it has the image, it has the exact name and everything, and this is supposed to be clickable. So let's close this and run the next one, and then see the moment of truth. So while it is running, I would like to just, it's gonna take 3 minutes to run. So I think our class ends in 3 minutes. Let's go back to the FlutterFlow and Paystack. Let's try to see if we can just quickly go through how to create this product just for creating sec, right? So let's come to add new page. Okay, so let's say add new page. Let's say one-time payment, product payment, create a page to sell one or more products. Create a simple page for your customers to pay you. Okay, so let's say choose this. And oh, nothing is happening. So click this. Okay, so name of product, page name. Okay, headsets. Let's call it products. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything. So collect phone numbers on this page. All right, so add products now. The products, let's click on create new product. This button is supposed to work, but it just fails to work. Something is happening. I don't know what's going on, but search for a product. Okay, this is the only product that I created. Okay. I get it. So guys, don't do what I just did for this particular part, right? Just come to product straight. Come to product straight. Yeah, not payment pages. Just come to product straight. Yeah, I just wanted to see how I can guide you. Yeah, so come to product straight and click on new product, right? So just new product. So for each of the products that you have on your platform, this platform, like this one now, or let's just go to database and say the first product here. Let's say it's a laptop slick MacBook. All right. So you just come to Paystack, for instance, and say laptop slick MacBook. Okay. And then put the description you want to put the price. This is in naira. You can change it to, okay, it's in naira. So let's say 2 million. In quantity unlimited, this product contains one or more physical goods. Yes. Then next, then you have to just add the product, add new media, and add this here. So that's like the idea. Then I think it's still loading. Okay, then click on save. Now you have a product, a link. You have a product, so you can. This your product has a price. It's something you can now copy the link and add it in your database for that particular track and so fine. So where's our product? So this is it. So you see here they say copy link. So you can copy the link. To access your product link, please add a delivery location. Delivery location. Where is it? They said you should add a delivery location. Access your product link. Okay, so click on delivery and then delivery address required. Disabled. All right, so just disabled if you need a delivery in your stuff, like if you want to do delivery, you turn that on. I just want us to get the link, so you get the link here or you preview the link, and this is it. I just wanted you to see how it's done. So this is it. So when your users click, they will come here, they'll see a link, they can click to buy now and pay you directly. Okay. So that's just the hack around it. So what you just need to do is copy this link and create like unique product. Now we have four different product in our database. So you have to go ahead and create 4 different links and then come and put them here like that. That's like the simple way of effecting it. And so I think this is it. We're at the end of the tutorial. We've spent 2 hours plus. This was totally worth it, believe me. You can go ahead and rewatch this again later, and you will be able to make like some good use of this. So it's still loading. I think it's going to show us what we need to see. Okay, guys, it's showing us this view. Let's do our MacBook 15. All right. So this is it, guys. We have our slick website. So if you click on here, it takes you straight to Paystack. Cool. If you click on here, it takes you to the description part, and then you can click on buy now, and it takes you to Paystack. So I believe you've been able to learn how to do this simply. It took us like some time. I just needed you to have like, I know I would have created this part, but I always want my tutorials to be complete so one can start from beginning to the end and understand. If you enjoyed the tutorial and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please just go ahead and click to subscribe on the channel. And this is really interesting for me. I believe it's interesting for you as well. It was a long class, and I appreciate your presence here. Okay. All right, guys. Will you use same method for that app? Joy, which app are you referring to? And then this question, you didn't add TI on FlutterFlow. I did. Everything works. Please, what of add to cart functionality? Okay, so I think this one I will do it separately. We won't start from scratch, but I think we can do this tomorrow, right? The add to cart functionality. We will add it. We will just continue from this project, right? Yes. That's what we'll do. We'll create add to cart functionality, and we'll see how to do some few calculations, right? Of course, when you add something to the cart, the money is supposed to increase. If you remove, money is supposed to drop, stuff like that. We'll do this by tomorrow. Okay. Uh, okay, you were talking to Betan. Yes, was about sending the cards thing as well. Okay, yes, we will create the add to cart functionality tomorrow in tomorrow's class. Okay, all right, guys. Try to see how you can practice it and also create your own e-commerce. Okay, all right. Have a great evening.